you present? Only
Yes, ma'am.
34,
Yes,
35
ma'am.
students only came. What about others? Slowly, you people
Yes, ma'am, visible.
take attendance at the last. You have to stay. Okay. So, how many units were finished in the satellite communication? Remember. So, keep on. I have to refresh your topic. Then only you people will remember what is the unit were covered. Huh? First unit, the basic parameters we have studied. Remember, what is the perigee, apogee, inclination, how your earth and sun, moon affecting the satellite. So the force we have calculated. These and all were studied in the first unit. Okay. So second, first unit as well as the basic spacecraft and integration. Technique, reliability, what is payload and all. Second unit, you have studied the accessing technique, multiple accessing technique. What are the multiple accessing techniques you have studied in the second unit? Anyone? At least one type, tell me please. Anyone? I can remember only two few students that people I cannot.
Time division, multiple access, code division,
Very
multiple
good.
access.
Very good. Time division multiplexing, frequency division multiplexing, and code division multiplexing technique, and SSME also. Space division multiplexing technique. These four techniques we have studied. Each and every technique is having some protocol, some procedure, how to transmit the information, data. Okay. So, and utilizing the channel. In the case of FTMA, how it is utilizing the channel? Each and every channel. For F1, F2, F3 like that. Each and every frequency they have utilized for the particular transmitter and you receiver. See, this is using F1. Okay, it is using the channel F1. So between transmitter, this will be the one person, this may be the another person, he may be somewhere else. Okay, he is using the channel F1. So this channel is completely dedicated for his services. Okay, so this is for FTMA. Same way, another F2, F3 channel. Like that, it is dedicated for the particular user. And how it will be the TDMA? This is taken place in the FTMA technique. TDMA technique, how this is happening? Here, instead of frequencies, the frequency itself it is divided into time slots. Okay, for example, see this will be the F1. Okay, so all these, the only this frequency is divided into the time slot. Let's keep on going. T1, T2, T2, T3, T4, again T1, T2, T3, T4, like that. It depends upon the specification, whether it may be 4 slots or 5 slots, it may be depends upon the demand also. Okay. So each and every time slot is allotted for the particular user. Okay, for this transmitter, this user 1, he may be user 2. So instead of allotting separate frequency channel for these two subscribers, we can allot only one particular time slot. So another time slot will be given to the other set of user. Other time slot like this, we are going to segregating the time slots based on the requirements, based on the interval, based on the time period also. If sometime if it is in the busy time, that time Only whichever slot is possible, every time that particular slot allocation is given to the user. So our main aim is our continuation of this signal should not be interrupted. That is communication between these two users. And transmitter one and receiver one should not be interrupted by any way. Okay, this is our main aim. Here, when we are allotting F1 now, so when you are allotting F1, what will happen? We are not going to bother anything about it. Just whatever the up to what time they are going to communicate, they will be communicated using the channel. Okay, specified channel. But here, every time the time slot should be checked based on the requirement, based on the time period that communication is going to be taken place between the user one and user two. So they will be take care of this by this protocol. Okay, so this should be synchronized properly. Then only you will get the proper signal between the user one and user two. Can you understand? But here there are a lot going to be. So you have given an idea. Ajay, you need your idea. So it's coming over. So you have to give the proper synchronization for this TDMA technique and comparing the FDMA, TDMA and code division multiplexing. See what is code division multiplexing? Remember one good video also we have played. Remember the code division multiplexing technique. It is very very easy, mark. Here, what we are allotting T1, T2, T3 like that. So here, instead of allotting the T1, T2, and every user, the CDMA technique, most of the time it is designed for our mobile users. Remember, the mobile users nowadays, not nowadays, it is a standard for the allotting the channels. CDMA technique. What is the difference between these SDMA, TDMA, and CDMA? Here, CDMA, every user have separate code for them to access. Separate unique code for them to access. So what will happen now? When the transmitter, see, okay, this will be the transmitter section. Okay, this is a base transmitter. Here, from here, your signals is going to be transmitter in all directions. Okay, well, so what will happen if your mobile users, if he may be here, he may be here, or he may be here, he may be here, or sometimes, no, some places, users, number of users are high. Some places there is no mobile users here. Here, in this side, no one is here. So here various number of users are varying. But when you are going to transmit your signal, see in all directions. That's what we have discussed the reference antenna. What will you do reference antenna? Generally, all the direction signals are transmitted. Whatever it may be, whether the persons are there, whether the number of users are, it's not going to find out. This antenna working, it will transmit the signal in all direction. But our main aim is when the users are there, there only the signal are transmitted. Now we can consume the energy. We can consume the transmitted power. Okay, instead of placing the transmitted power, when we are sending the signal in some other places, some other direction, that direction no one is there or very few number are there. Like that, we don't want to base our communication power from the transmitter. So what we will do? We have to find out the persons or the users are there. Okay, so how it will find out? No? The unique number or unique code is assigned. Unique code is assigned in the case of CDMA. Like here TDMA you are setting time period, no? Like the same way the CDMA, we are going to give a unique code for the particular user. So when the transmitter is transmitting the signal where the persons are there or the user are there your signal strength will be higher. Other places we can suppress it. Okay, so this is the main idea when you are going to use for the CDMA. Generally, the CDMA technique and all, it is for your mobile users. Okay, your mobile users only it's very comfortable for. Only thing is the person those are higher in number also they can use it, or the person though who is only one person in that direction, he only can access the data whenever he wants. Okay, based on his unique code number. Okay, what? So these are the this is SSME on same concept only. A spectrum based. Both the SSME and CDMA comes under the same topic. So only these four accessing techniques we are seen in the second unit. Okay, va? Third unit, design links. So what is the topic? Third unit. Whenever the two classes, I am refreshing the second unit topic again. Third unit also, I have, partially we have finished it. What are the topic in the third unit? Actually, this is a satellite link design. Satellite link design. So, what are the requirements needed for when you are going to design a satellite? Any other? What is the main requirements you need? What are the points you are going to check out? Okay, you are going to design on satellite, or you are going to design on communication between the two persons. You based on satellite. Okay. So, what are the things you will notice? Anyone? At least one point. I taken. I am refreshing this topic. These are the topic already we have discussed it. 1% told for accessing. Ethan, I think. Yeah? Others are keep quiet. Just putting it. Anyone? When you are going to design on satellite, what are the basic requirements needed for designing on satellite? What are the points you will notice? Okay, you are going to design. You are the communication engineer. You are going to design one link. Optical communication, you people have studied or not? Optical, studied or not? At least studied or not? I am not going to ask question from that. Either you have studied or not, you people. You are in this semester, no? You have studied. Anyone? Rahul? Rahul is just put his then went. So when you are going to design any of the communication between the two users, sender and receiver. Okay. So sender here, receiver is here. Okay. He may use or he may use stationary fixed mobile or fixed ordinary traditional telephone, or he may movie using a mobile, whatever it may be. Starting itself, this third unit, we have to you remember there are three services. What is fixed satellite service and mobile satellite service, broadcast satellite service. This we have seen. What is fixed satellite service, mobile satellite service, and broadcast satellite service. Most of the time, fixed satellite service. So all the command, all the controlling things and all, it's taken care of in the ground station. Ground station, it gives the information to the satellite. Okay. Most of the domestic purposes, weather condition, whatever it may be, it's a standard thing you are going to get information from the satellite. Okay. So that all operation is taken care of by FSS, fixed satellite service. But in the case of mobile satellite services, it's having various changes of transmitter radiation. because our users is not going to be in the same stationary place. He is not going to be situated in the same place. He may move, he may be without the coverage area. Also, that person will be there. So each and everything should be noted down according to the various types of transmitter and receiver should be there in the mobile satellite services. In case of broadcast satellite services, it is broadcasting broadcasting the high power transmitter. So according to that, your receiver, the receiver straight will get the information. Okay, wherever it may be. Okay, so the power one reception power should be the high enough to receive all the information. Okay, so that should be considered broadcast satellite services. So these are the three types of satellite services we have seen. So based on that, whichever it may be comes under FSS, it may become comes under MSS, whatever it may be. The sender one side is there, receiver will be some other side. So what will happen when we are going to send the information through the satellite? Through satellite. So satellite will be here. Okay. The satellite is here. My sender is in Earth only. My receiver also in one part of the Earth. Satellite is here. So only directly it will send. Whether it will send the information directly, the sender can transmit the information to the satellite and we can receive it. Is it possible? No. What will happen? So the ground air station. So this air station is the user or the sender is in control of the air station nearby. Okay, as well as the receiver who will be in somewhere else is also comes under the air station which is nearby. Okay, but so all these sender, whether he may be connected wired or wireless, or he may be connected through the PSTN, directly public sector telephone network, or it may be connected with the ISDN network. ISDN network is international standard. Okay, so it may be connected some places he may be connected with this. So anyway, this backbone will be there. Telephone network backbone will be there. Through that, he will be connected. He is giving the information. He is using some channel to the S station. Okay. So the connection between the center and the S station, it may vary. It depends upon the distance between them. Depends upon the what is the technique they will use. Even though they will use the fiber optic communication also. Okay, if it is the improved thing, they would have used, or they would have used the traditional setup also. This station will have all the capability before sending to the satellite. Before sending to the satellite, what are the things should be taken care of with the station? Station, what will be that? Yes, to analyze the voice signal, or analyze the audio signal, all these things should be analyzed in the station. After that, according to the preference will be given, or there will be so many users are sending information. That should be multiplexed. Okay, that should be multiplexed and using the multiplexing technique. Okay, and signal synthesizer technique also used for finding the which signal is coming from should be directed. Okay, all the backbone what we have studied, how the packets are distributed from one place to another place. That should have the capability of addressing technique. Each and every user should have his unique identifier. Okay, each and every packet should have this addressing capability. According to that only, you can virtually send to through the virtual link. Okay, so the same thing data are classified and all these things comes under S station. Not only it is just transmitting and receiving. All the synthesizing technique, multiplexing technique, all this work is taken care of in the S station. After that, only finalizing all the things, multiplexing that thing, all channel, for example, some 800 channel or 400 channels going to combine, no? All this avigator channel is combined using a multiplex technique through through the antenna. This will be using uplink frequency. This here uplink frequency is used. Uplink frequency is used to send to all the processed data. Process now, these are the backbone work that should be taken care of. That. All these processed data after finalizing the which user source and destination, source address, destination address, and it is packetized and as well as that should have the error detecting capability. All these package error coding technique, encoding technique, all will be finalized, then multiplex all the signals multiplex, then given to antenna. That antenna it will use the uplink frequency to transmit your signal. Generally, uplink frequency is higher frequency than the downlink frequency. Most of the things frequency it comes under what is the frequency ranges for satellite communication? More than gigahertz range. Microwave frequency only you should use for satellite communication. Okay, it may be more than 7, 8, 9 gigahertz range. All will be considered the C band, KU band, X band. X band, most of the time X band will be allowed for uh, research application. Okay, but C band, KU band, all this for your satellite communication. From starting 2 gigahertz to it will start 230, 40 gigahertz, not only more than that. Okay, so that frequency is allowed. For example, your 12 gigahertz, for example, you are sending the signal. This is will be the uplink frequency. After satellite staking, what is the important part of satellite? That's what we are studying of payload. Payload, it consists of the transmitter, receiver, the amplifying section, all will be there. And there will be the battery will be there and charge. So every time there will be solar panels will be there. Like a wings, your satellite, there will be like a wings. This will be the what is it? So solar panel. So whenever the solar energy is available now, automatically that solar power will come in and it charges going to be stored in the battery. From the battery, your system is satellite is going to work. Okay, that it in itself it takes a huge volume. Okay, so that's why we have discussed now when you are going to use the antennas and all that should be the minimum. They will concentrate the volume. Okay, they will concentrate the weight of the particular transmitter, receiver, battery, whatever we are using, no, that we have to concentrate. No, because we have to minimize the satellite weight. That is easy for to increase the lifestyle. Anyway, the life years I already told you, so 10 to 20 years only every satellite will work. Maximum lifetime பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 10 to 12 years. So then the 12 years after that, any miscommunication, your transmitter is not properly transmit or receiver properly receive the things, whatever it may happen. No? So we had to abandon it. We have to replace it. Up to when you fixing the minimum 10 years, you will give a guarantee that your satellite will be there. Enough information for our use. So again, your satellite, it consists of, it's not having any other, this technique, whatever air station is using, synthesizing technique, and encoding all of that, it's not having anything. Only thing is, it gets this information. In order to separate the signal, we will give the separate frequency as a downlink frequency. You should not get confused whether it is a downlink or uplink. So that is the main thing they have separated the frequency ranges, uplink frequency and downlink frequency. Okay, so the downlink frequency. So its frequency only it is changing and sending, and it's amplifying also. The signal that is multiplex signal that should be amplified and given through the downlink frequency. Again in this earth station. Okay, so it will reaching the air station only. Maybe the user, the receiver, he may be in some other zone. Okay, so in this air station, So whatever that thing it is done in the station of the center side, that will be separated and given separated each demux technique is used and the channel is separated and again there will be given some amplifying technique. After that, it is going to rerouted to where your destination according to the address or unique address it is there in the every packet or every data. Then finally your receiver will be getting the data. Okay, well, so this will be the general setup of a satellite communication. One diagram I will draw it. If you are having time now, you can note now, you can note it down. A simple one diagram. The same thing what I have explained. Simple blocks I have explained. Some detail 2 or 3 blocks will be there in this. This is a simple diagram only. Is that this will this will be the simple whatever I explained till now. S station, this S station, how you have done. On S station, important work. This is a one S station, important work. So here, voice channel, your telephone switching technique and signal processing technique will be there. All will be multiplexed using the controlling signal and ambulation multiplexing accessing. All will be done and much here the multiplexing technique minimum 800 channel can be multiplexed. Okay, so at a time, we are using on the downlink frequency, you can send this, this, this type of channels. This is maximum. I think I have to browse how whether it is increased. It is there in the book 800 channels. Or RF transmitter and receiver will be there. So here through RF transmitter it will be given to the satellite dish antenna. Okay, this dish antenna rerouting satellite transmitter. So this will be the one complete work of the station. Okay, all the signal processing, all the voice channel finding, and it is that's all should be there in the station itself. That all this command is there. Okay, extraction is very important thing. So without extraction, your satellite is not going to work. Your satellite work main thing is payload வந்து transmitter, receiver, amplifier. Transponder is nothing but this thing. Like one repeater ன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். One repeater what it will do? Generally, when you are going to through landline communication, you are going to transmit the signal from one place to another place. If the distance is 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, then no problem, no need of using any amplifier technique is not going to be used. But when you are going to increase the distance, okay, one zone minimum 3 kilometers. See, now it is not 3 kilometer, 0.5 kilometer itself. Your zone is cell is okay, that time no minimum 3 kilometers for one cell. Okay, within the 3 kilometers, those are user, they can get the signals, enough signals. Okay. Now, instead of wasting extra energy, 3 kilometers now the distance is higher. No, we have to use some high power transmitter at the base station. Base station may be in the middle of the cell. But even though we have to use that before transmitter. So when you are going to decrease, within 3 kilometers, so many users are there. Okay, so we have to increase the power from the base station, then only they will get the proper signal. What now we are now they are what they are using micro cell. Micro cell now it comes under 0.5 kilometer, 500 meters itself. 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer, after that they are going to use a 0.5 kilometer like that, they are going to use it. So within this, wait 1 minute. Hey, 1 minute. ஐயோ நீங்களா அங்க அசோகரனை கூப்பிட்டுங்களா இது கீழே விழுந்துருச்சு டக்குன்னு 1 minute பா. One minute only. Okay, board visible தானே? No problem. It came out from the tripod. Okay, கீழே வந்துருச்சு. Board now is visible ma? This diagram is visible. கீழே வந்துருச்சுப்பா. டைம் இல்ல ஆஃப் பண்ண வேணாம், பரவாயில்ல, பேசிட்டே தான் இருக்கு.
நான் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்றேன்ல,
பரவாயில்ல, நீ மட்டும்
ஒரே நிமிஷம், ஒரே செகண்ட்.
படம் மட்டும் தான் காட்டுது. Okay, the diagram is visible now. So when they are asking for full ground air station, they are going to explain. You can use this. Okay. So what I told you. So it will go to the satellite transponder. Satellite transponder only the very important part of your satellite. Other than our solar cell, battery, and all, it is accessories. Okay. So that will be for withstanding the life of your satellite to work up to its lifetime. Okay, it needs the energy, no? It needs the energy. We are going to this setup. Okay, our transponder thing is a very important point of your satellite. So all these signals through that it is received by the transponder. Okay, wow. So when you are going to design one satellite, okay, this is the important work of satellite, air station, and transponder. Each and every time, whenever we are seeing, we are analyzing this only. So when you are going to design on satellite link, now what are the important points? That's what is important of this third unit. Third unit or important is designing satellite link. Okay, design of satellite link design. That is the important part of your third unit. So what are the points you have to remember? You have to analyze for designing the satellite link. What are the points you have to discuss? Design of satellite link. Design of satellite link. What is the important point we are going to remember? That's all I'm going to. Why I have given these frequency access and are refreshing? These are the points needed for you are designing the link. Okay. So first thing is your extraction work should be good enough to transmit your signal. All the points when you are segregating your signals and analyzing the signals, please synthesizes, encoding work all should be done in the station itself. Before multiplexing, after multiplexing, that will be given to the RF transmitter or transmitter. Then this is given to the S station antenna. Okay, every S station can have the high power antenna that which will transmit the signal in the uplink frequency using the uplink frequency, specified uplink frequency. So this is transmitter. It is received by the satellite transponder. Okay, satellite receiver. One S station. So every S station it will do the same thing, or upward or downward. Both the thing. No, this S station is sending down signal. Na? If that person is sending information, na, he is going to this S station is going to receive it. So it will accept both the transmitting and receiving option. The RF antenna itself it's having the both the capability, transmitting work as well as the receiving work. Okay, so all will be there. Each and every station is taken care of. Encoding, decoding, all the synthesizing work, multiplexing work, and demultiplexing work, all should be there. And rerouting the particular data package to the end user. He may be the end user, you have to reroute it. Okay, this is the important work of the S station. When you are going to design your S station has all these things. So important thing is you should know about the S station capability and the S station, which S station is going to transmit your signal. So at that S station you should send the signal. All this information comes at the S station. Then okay, sending the signal. என் போனை போச்சு போ ஏற்கனவே இப்பதான் போன் உடஞ்சு வாங்கினேன் நானு நான் ட்ரைபோர்ட் கிளாஸ்ல யாரும் எடுக்க மாட்டாங்கன்னு சொல்ல வேண்டியதுதான் வேற ஏதாவது கைது கட்டி ஏதாவது பார்க்கணுமா வேண்டாம் ஓகே ஓகே Okay, yes, station. I'm going to finish now. Only the points only I will discuss. So, yes, station, all the information you are going to analyze S station. Other thing is when you are sending the signal from S station to the satellite, now there will be it is a wireless communication only. So, for this wireless communication, anyway your signal can be interrupted by other signals or based on the Earth atmosphere, your signal can Your signal can be reflected or refracted or it may be absorbed. Huh? So the noises occurred in the noise will be occurred. This will be the second criteria that only your performance of satellite you have seen. No? The performance of satellite signal is based on the noise. Noise is nothing but your signal can be interrupted by other signals or your signal can be reflected. Some of the signals can maybe lost, some of the signal due to some environmental condition it may last. So this anyway your signal loss will occur. Okay, so you should find out the performance of the satellite signal. That will be the second most criteria. Third, when you are going to understand the signal SNR ratio, signal to noise ratio only, you will understand how much your signal can be capable of sending the information. According to that, you can boost up the signal in the transmitter side itself. Okay, and after finding these things only, you can design our link, your satellite link. So designing of satellite link, it's a very important thing. These are the points you have to take care of that. Okay, pa. So I will take attendance mark. Any other doubts? Anything you want to discuss? All are there. At least attendance only you will open your mouth.
No doubts, ma'am.
Huh? That yeah, last thing it's gone. Tripod from that my mobile came down. So no problem. I will post it. All this information. Okay. So GC, all the notes will be available. All the PPTs, extra PPTs also I will post. Only thing you listen the class. That's all. Okay, well, I will take attendance now.